I'm gone. Can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
In motion, the tight end. From the 38, Herbert. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Third and goal now, mere inches from Pater. They'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On the go. Ready, Ryan. 18 ready. 18 ready. Dragon 60.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw, here's Willis. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play fake, here's Willis. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Herbert now. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Okay, great.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Third down, it's Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now. On
2nd and goal, Herbert. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. The big fella. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Hey, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe...
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, Willis. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
18 rattlers.
Willis, 4th down here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Herbert. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 on a Charger TD. Top of the can now for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Herbert now on second down. He'll find Metcalf. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Quez Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 27, Chargers 9.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 31-yard line.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now it's Herbert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Myles Garrett, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger.
Willis. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Recovered by Baltimore.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Arnold Ebiketie, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Being chased out left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Partner, I think this one went awry. Because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down at Golden Point.
Here's Herbert. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Chargers 9. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Willis will look to throw on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
To try again after the sack. Willis, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to